Look at this. Get ready, y'all. We're back. I'm back. You're here. And I'm on a trip down memory lane for the monologue today. Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris with y'all here today. I'm not in the old fancy studio down there. I'm not even in the second space that we had after year number 4, which was the dining room, which isn't even there anymore. And I'm gonna, how do you do that on here? See, it sounds just like it did that first day out in, I'll show you where it began. And I'm so excited. At first I said, I'm just gonna use this as an excuse to cover that I'm not even really ready down in the studio. But that was only half true, because there are never any mistakes. It's just what the universe does to keep our shit interesting, right? So I said, okay, not to mention, I was like, well, should I say I have allergies, which I do? Oh, I know why. Wait a minute. Thank you. Because here's another, see? Yay! It's almost like it was that day. Am I coming in clear? Yes. Why? Because I'm not down in the fancy studio with all the monitors and stuff. I'm using a Bluetooth speaker. I didn't even have that last time. And my production manager, Shaquille, said, you sound far. That's because I walked away from it. I do it on the phone with my family all the time. The other day I was talking into my spiked tea and then started to drink from the phone. When I say spiked, I mean spiked. Okay? So look, I don't know how to turn the phone around and I'm not touching. Will I cuss this round? Shit, yeah. I'm just kidding. Stop. Andrea Harrison, I can feel your eyes of judgment all the way from where you're at. Look, you guys, right over there in that driveway, 11 and a half years ago, I stood with my bathrobe on, with my I Love Lucy cup in my hand, my mug, my coffee mug, and she's still here, you guys. That has not changed. At this point of the monologue, won't you welcome back my sidekick, my version of Ed McMahon, Miss Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. So she's here, and she's going to be here for this reboot and everything else that moves forward with Bathrobe Moments. There is also another thing that was not a part all those years ago, but made its way and became an everyday occurrence on Bathrobe Moments. And that was, and still will be, when you hear something that is universally true, something that actually speaks to your very soul. Truth. The bell of truth is still with us. The bell of purpose. That's right. And I'll be ringing it every time our guest or one of you posts a comment, and we want you to be really interactive. Something on your mind, put it in the comments, won't you please? Everybody can see them now on the new StreamYard platform, the way they have it configured. It wasn't like that years ago when I was just a Facebook Live. And went on with a contract with E360 TV, became a producer, went through the ranks, ended up owning my own studio, still have it, and then syndication. So here we are. And I just wanted this walk down memory lane to encourage you. If you remember, back in the day, I always would ask you, what have you done today? Or what will you do that can ease and will ease some form of suffering somewhere in the world? I just said all that so you can see how the bell works. See? Okay? So there it is. That's some truth on the table for y'all today. Listen, Dr. Lauren, another thing. Let me look for it. I just want to remind y'all, there was a lot of antics last time. You know, wear weird hair and stuff. This time, there will be none of that. Oh, well, these are fake. This didn't work. If you would like to come on the show, it used to be a lot easier before things got all foo-foo, but we're still going to make it easy for you. At the end of the show, I'm going to give you the directions on how you can find your way to our stage. All you need to do is be authentic. You don't have to be a performer. You don't have to be famous. You just have to be able to speak and share from the heart. Illuminated conversations is what it's all about. And today we have one coming up for you on this reboot episode with someone who's right here in the Chicagoland area with us. His name is Skip Sams. So he's like Lauren Michaels. He's got two names that could be your first name, Skip or Sam, Lauren or Michael. I could do it, but he does it better. Who is he? Well, who indeed? Skip Sams is a Chicago-based creative self-development coach. What I love about that, self-development in a positive light, the word self, usually self-deprecating, self-sabotage, but self-development is on the other side of the table, and we love that. So he's an award-winning composer and performer, and I've heard a rumor, but I'll wait until he's in here. And Skip also helps artists, musicians, la 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 la. So if you play an instrument or sing, get in here. And gay men. What you call me? Girl, please. Anyway, look, I couldn't get away with it even if I wanted to. That's right, I have a RuPaul coaster. There it is. Come on in here, Lucy. Now don't get it twisted, she's heterosexual. What? You and Ethel? Girl, you're kidding. I had to get that in. Anyway, back to Skip. I'm going to start here. He helps artists, musicians, la 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 la. I'm pitching, you never know. He might have something for me. Quit hating. And gay men in leadership. He helps them to live and lead within alignment and within who they truly are. There's that word again, true. His work centers on identity, integrity, and turning personal truth, here it is again, into powerful expression. You know what almost came out of my mouth? Powerful expansion. We're going to ask him, is that included? Buy one, get one free, right? We're in, what's this? Oh, and today we're entitling this episode, are you ready for this, or this conversation? Because we do illuminated everything here. Ooh, 555 on the screen as far as live viewers right now. Somebody Google, what's the angel number 555 mean? Just went to 599. But still get 555 because I saw it. And here it is. Here's today's topic. Be you, not your commercial. Are you living your sacred journey as just another brand piece? Your own commercial? Or are you living authentically? Fully free, fully expressive. Think about that while we go out and get ready to come back in with our dear friend, Skip Sams. And know this, people, this has not changed. If you are in the bathrobe moment space, even 1 minute, you're never just a good friend. You cannot even ever become a great friend. Why? Because when two of us agree and we share sacred space, guess what? From that moment on, we are blessed friends. And that's how I feel about each and every one of y'all. And remember, 11 years ago, when we were out here together, remember on the driveway, I was like this. And they said, get the phone away. We can count your nose hairs. I was like, wouldn't stop. I'm getting dizzy. I need some Dramamine. Things have come a long way. And I'm so glad that you have taken the ride with us. So that's the end of my monologue / trip down memory lane. When we return, we've got for you Chicagoan and self-development coach and a whole bunch of other things. We're going to talk about those awards. Do I have any? Well, that's for another story. Listen, go tell a friend, phone a friend, yell across the street, do whatever you want to do. Ray, Pookie, Aunt Peaches, whoever. Call them up. They won't want to miss this. We'll be back in just a moment with Skip Sams on the inaugural reboot edition of, you guessed it, Bathrobe Moments. We'll be right back.
Before you get it, baby, show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. Past me, pretending like you don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul.
Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. I gotta take those comments if they're gonna be on the Facebook. Can I just go like this? There. That way. Ooh, I love a touch screen. How are you?
I am fabulous, Dr.
Wait,
Lauren.
how come I don't hear you?
I do not know.
Is it just me? It can't be. I don't hear Mr. Oh, see, thank you for actually helping us remember what it was like when it was just me.
Yeah.
Now, when you came in, Shaquille O'Neal, not Shaquille O'Neal, but Shaquille, that's what I call him, my assistant. Can you check why we may not be hearing him? Did you check your mic and everything when you came into the studio?
Yeah.
Huh. No, I heard somebody, he probably has the free version of StreamYard. No, I don't. That's because I have an assistant now because I'm still cheap ass Dr. Lauren. So anyway, wait.
Your assistant says
we got to get that figured out. Why don't you do this? We're going to cut to commercial. You go out because it says check your speakers and check your mic. Make sure it's doing the little thing. See how techie I've become in my old age, everybody? Never give in. Never give up. There's hope for all of us. Skip Sam's going to duck out, come back in, and I can also check with Shaquille during that. You all just freshen your coffee, go pee real quick. We'll be back in less than 60 seconds. Oh, they said they can hear you.
Yeah, they can hear me.
Now that's creepy.
Yeah.
Why can't I? I wonder. How come it always lands on me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Breathe. I've also been in therapy since you last saw me. No, not for what you're thinking. But I'm actually learning to be bougie, so I throw it out there. Oh, yeah. Well, my therapist told me. Right. 1 second. I'm just going to look. Skip, they can hear you. Go ahead and say good morning to them while I try. Always something. Kind of.
Right. Well, good morning.
Oh. Guess what I just learned, y'all? On this new thing of StreamYard, whenever you go to something and come back in, it was on the phone speaker. Now say something.
Hello, hello.
Wait a minute. I just put so much for that theory.
Love
1 second.
Live TV.
It says it's the microphone.
I can hear you much better now.
But that's where, okay. Wait a minute. What about now?
Dr. Lauren, I hear you so much better now since you changed the mic.
This is up. Always something. Wait. Nope, that's at full. Why can't we hear him? Okay. You said, go on. I sound better? Okay, but what about him? But you guys can hear him. I can't. Introduce yourself. I'm going to leave the stage, actually. Okay? Because I would have done that anyway. And when I come back, don't count me out, y'all. Don't count me out.
Live TV. You got to love it. Gotta love live TV. Hi, everyone. I'm Skip Sams, and
I'm still on the stage. Why am I still on the stage?
Dr. Lauren, this is going to be an episode to remember, and I thought it was going to be because I'm on it. Well, why he's gone. Hi, everyone. I'm Skip Sams, and I am thrilled to be here. It's God, I love Dr. Lauren's energy. So it's a lot of fun to be here, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about today. Actually, I do a little bit, but I just want to start off the day by telling you that you are amazing. And I don't know if anybody tells you that, but you are. I have on my, wrong side. There. Oh, it's mirrored. So it's tattooed. Actually, it's backwards. So when I look in the mirror, that's what I see. Amazing to remind myself of that every day. And I used to not believe that. And sometimes my ego still wants me to think that, well, he cussed, so I can too. My ego does not tell me how great I am. My ego tells me I'm a piece of shit. But you and I know that we are amazing. Dr. Lauren, can you hear me now? Oh, I don't think you can hear me yet. And we will get this figured out. I know I used to do radio. I've never done TV, but I used to do radio. I had a radio show, and actually I ran a radio station in Uptown in Chicago for a couple of years. And you would never know, never, ever, ever know, especially with live shows, what would happen, and just learn to improv and go with the flow. And it's very much like life, isn't it? You just, something happens out of nowhere, you have your perfect plan, you think it's all in place, and then boom, something just comes and rips that plan apart. It could even be a good thing, right? It could be a good thing, but that plan gets all. And so then we get to use our experience of life to improv and keep moving in faith. So, hey, y'all, let's give Dr.
Oh, poor thing. You can
Oh,
hear me, Skip?
yeah, I
You can? This is so funny. Kind of funny. Funny, interesting.
You can hear me now?
And I'm sure when we're
No.
old, who said that? You're already. I heard somebody said you're already right. I know. Sorry to. And I asked if I could cuss. Right? Duh. Here's where I wish I would have learned to read lips.
Oh, well.
I know. I wonder if I still don't know why it is not allowing me. My assistant was back there. Turn off your Bluetooth on your phone. Da 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 da. Don't use the external speaker. Let me just make sure it's turned up. Because I've done that before too. Oh, earplug. Who has those? Oh, keep talking for a second.
And teamwork, right? It takes a village.
Oh,
Ruth Farr can you hear us both. Robert on the radio. Yeah, I was on the radio. I started out, but both times I was at a radio. The first time I was at the University of Miami and I was a guest, and they had me back the next day, which I thought was really weird. And when I came back the next day,
are you holding your own?
I am a
You
little
are
bit. A little bit.
I was like, I went to plug in the old speakers from when it was the different kind of eye thing.
Oh yeah.
So I know I need Bluetooth ones.
Okay.
And why did I give away my good ones to my nephew just last week trying to show off?
Because
that's what you get. See how they will humble you? But I do have the old ones. But where? Talk for a minute. Or I can cut to commercial.
I'll keep talking.
No, go ahead. Okay. See? Okay, go ahead.
Because I was right in the middle of something, right? And my mouth's getting dry. So I did this. I was a guest at a classical show for classical music. And they had me back the next day. And I thought, that's really weird because you don't have a guest and then say, hey, come back tomorrow. At the end of the second show, the host of the show said, Skip, I'll be right back. Hang out right here. And came back with the program director. And they said, how would you like a job? And the host was leaving. And I didn't know that second day was an audition, right? So that got me into radio totally by accident. Was not the plan, but something I fell in love with like immensely. So I did that for about a year and a half while I continued through grad school. And once I was not a student anymore, I had to stop. So that was very sad. But I moved to Chicago, and when I moved to Chicago, I was on a radio show, and at the end of the show, the host said, how would you like to do your own show here? He was the program director. And so I got my own show and called The Truth Is Out. And I did that for a couple of years. And he went to Africa for a year, and I took over his position, interim program director and station manager, actually. So who knows these little tiny things that just fall in the lap, and the little changes and things that come out of nowhere. That's examples of how good things can happen. We all know how bad things can happen. You know, I lost a partner. Just all kinds of stuff. You just keep going, and then boom, and we get to improvise. We get to improvise and work on faith. So I can see the comments here. I'm wondering who listening here has learned that improvising is one of the keys to a happy life. Improvising. Improvising, I think of like Second City, and I've always wanted to do Second City, like learn to improv like comedically. When I try to improv comedically, it's always comes off very dry, and I find myself laughing, and everybody else is looking at me like, oh, "Why are you laughing?" Yeah, improving, it matters. It matters. Go with the flow. That's one that. That's one of the phrases. I'm wondering, what is a phrase that helps you? Like, go with the flow. Allow is a word that I have learned to allow, not try to make it happen, but allow it to happen. Kind of like this episode is allow. Dry like English humor or a joke about tire that falls flat. But bum. Yeah, I can do. I don't even know if I can do dad jokes intentionally. I try. Um, my phrase is, "What it is could be worse." That is true. If you wake up today, you qualify to feel blessed to be here. Oh, I love that. I love that. One of my morning prayers is, thank you for the opportunity to live another day clean and serene. I've been 420. I had 20 years sober on 420 of all days. How's that? But yeah, thank you for the opportunity to live another day clean and serene. I woke up today. What a gift. It is a blessing to be alive. It is a blessing to be alive. And wow, I get to go through the experience of improving on live TV when the host has to like walk away. There we go. And he's back. Can you hear me?
I'm so glad I had just finished my last cuss word.
I'm
not kidding.
No, because I cussed while you were gone.
No, not
I
like
said
this.
he did it, so I can too.
Oh my God. You know what's so funny? I would just say this. These are the, how people say, oh, 20 years from now, we'll be laughing about it. No, it's more like 60 years before you laugh about it. I'm just saying, don't believe that shit. So anyway, there's your voice. I am complete. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, start over. What I missed.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Actually, I was telling them just briefly to catch you up. I used to do radio, and how I ran into how I did radio happened by accident. And how I think I was talking about how live TV, I did live radio, and things would happen, and you just go live. You just improvise, and it's how good things can happen from things just happening and improvising.
That's right. Now you're on your computer like a pro. Look at that. Those sound, his background. He ain't playing. Skip, you ain't playing. You're a professional. I got some questions for you though. Now that I can hear the answers, I was like, I don't want to put this.
Answers. I can't.
Yay! So first of all, I want to know. Oh, well, hello everybody. But you could always hear me. So you're like, okay, go ahead. What are you reading currently? I'm interested. Anything?
Yes, I am currently reading a book called Worthy. It's by what is her name? I can't believe I'm skipping on.
Well, I already had the answer because I found out you probably composed something for her show. RuPaul?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
No. She was she had a makeup company, and she was tried for years to make it happen. It didn't happen, and when she finally got it going after a few years, she sold it to Maybelline for $1 billion. Jamie something, that's her name. Jamie
Summers, the Bionic Woman?
No. Oh my God.
Okay. That took you back, didn't it?
And the other one I'm reading, I just happen to have right here, is white fragility. Why it's so hard for white people to talk about racism. So I'm talking about that one. So those are the two books I'm reading. Actually, and there's a third one. I don't remember the name. My boyfriend just gave it to me. It's about it's mystical, and it's about Pied Piper, as though if he were living in modern society, and in New York.
Wow. Well, thank you. So it sounds very, is it scandalous at all in there?
No,
No?
no, but it could be. It's more of a young adult. But I like where you're headed with that.
Well,
I
you know,
like
I'm
where you're
telling you,
headed
that
with.
kind of business, I bet it's just like the music business, which we've both been in, and you still are. Well, here's what I'm reading. Can you see this?
100. Can you lift it? I'm the 100 books to live by. Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, by Joseph Piercy. And I love it. What's interesting, out of the 100, I had only really been familiar and, well, slash read myself one book in here, just one book out of these 100. That's what made me buy it. And it was The Alchemist was the only book in there. So I said, well, I need to learn about these other 99. Now we have a question for you more on the serious side. We're going to be between now and the end of the show, back and forth, something silly, something serious. And then I'll end with something very personal. I've been scouring what's that show that puts all the scandal stuff up? TMZ. I was in their files the other
Okay.
night. And boy, did I find some old shit on you. I'm
Uh-oh.
kidding. I know, but for a minute, did it take your breath away?
I'm like, I put everything out there basically. There's probably even videos that shouldn't be out there somewhere.
Ooh,
Sure.
ooh, we'll get
Somebody
down to
put them up somewhere.
I know that's right. And you know what though? You made a great point there, because I remember when I first came into this work, I was like, well, what? I can't tell them this. What if they knew this? What if somebody finds out that? And you know what? I heard from beyond, whatever you ascribe to out there, God, Jehovah, the doorknob, whatever it is, something greater than ourselves, said to me, don't hide anything. We don't make mistakes. This is what we do to keep your shit interesting. You will not be remembered if you're not interesting, and people won't be interested if you're not interesting.
Mhm.
And it's also this: if you're trying to move your message into the hallways of history, the world of purpose and legacy, remember this: the only way to get there and stay there after you're gone, you have to have something that people remember. And people won't repeat things that they can't remember, and they don't remember things that aren't worth repeating. So make every word count. It should be full of meaning, meaningful. It should be full of wonder. Wow. Wonderful. Wow. Since I've seen you last, I'll tell you this last thing. It is a sacred acronym, y'all. It's not just, and think about it. Catch yourself every time you're in the presence of someone and they go, wow, or you go, wow. It is because you're in the presence of greatness. Because we are wonders of this world, not wonders in the world. There you go. There's your little Dr. Lauren motivational piece for the day. Now, Skip, for the people who are meeting you for the very first time today, this comes from the team. They put this in. They want to know, who are you beyond your titles and your accomplishments?
Who am I beyond my titles?
Right? I'm glad they didn't ask me that shit. I'm just, question.
Well, who am I?
Yeah, right.
You know, who are the things that I was born? There's a song that I like called I Chose, and it's by Ray. Here I go.
Goodman and Brown.
No, he used to be a Christian singer. He was like one of the most awarded.
Is Ray the middle name? Like,
no, Ray's
is it three names?
I don't think so. I can look
I'm
it up
thinking
here.
Chapman. No.
But he was a Christian songwriter, and like Sandy Patty hits, and you know, back in the day,
Loved her.
And then he came out of the closet, and he put out an album a couple years later, and it's a wonderful album, wonderful album. But there's a song on there called I Chose. And he talks about the things he did not choose. Like, he didn't choose the color of his hair. He didn't choose the colors of his eyes. He didn't choose the colors of his skin. He didn't choose to be born male. He didn't choose to love other men.
Right.
And, you know, but the things that he did choose were to love others equally. He did choose, you know, and so there's things like that. So the things that I did not choose is I'm a white gay male This is not my identity, but these are the part of things like who am I that I did not choose? I am a white, gay, male musician. A musician is in there. There's something that I did not choose. It just, oh, see, I got,
It came with, yes. Yes.
it's just, and people was like, oh, I used to be a musician. Oh, I used to be. No, 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 no.
You still are.
You still are. You just may
Uh-huh.
not be practicing the skill. You may not be utilizing that skill outwardly, but you know,
So what kind of musician are you? Are you an instrumentalist? Are you a vocalist? You know, I do have an album hanging back there. La
yeah,
la 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 la. That's the old version. Now you
yeah,
go to my peers, some of them, I'm serious. Nothing, I just got to put this out there. You ever go to Ravinia?
yeah,
Yes. Do you like to go?
yeah, I do.
We
I
got
love
the
it.
season thing. You got to go with us this year.
Oh yeah,
We're going to Ricky Martin.
nice. Oh yeah,
Okay, so you
yeah,
remember
baby.
that? Y'all see how Ricky Martin went, and it came through the stage on the screen, and he like, oh yeah, right. So, here's the deal. We were there a couple years ago. I love Lionel Richie on Idol, but not at Ravinia. I literally left. I had to speak in Michigan the next morning anyway, so I needed an excuse to get on the road. So I left everybody there, my husband Brian and all of our friends. But this is what he's doing all night. All night.
Oh,
He must have sang 2 words from every song we sang. I was hoarse when we left there. And I was singing a song. I was ad-libbing and everything for him. So anyway, nothing against you, Lionel. Don't send me any hate mail, Lionel people. But I'm just saying, some of us need to know when to sit it down.
somebody wrote long.
Yes.
Robert.
Oh, you were singing it with. That's funny.
He's singing along. That's awesome.
You know what I almost did? I almost did with my husband. I do because in the house we'd be like, girl, you know. I almost did it with you. Now I'm gonna tell you something. That's a sign that it feels like I've known you a lot longer than I've known you. So, do you ever have that phenomenon when you meet people that say, for instance, you go somewhere, but you've been on Zoom calls and stuff. And then you go there and it's like, I forgot I've never met you in real person. That kind of connection. How do you feel about true and abiding connection? What's it mean for you? And what are the signs? Or what's the litmus test that you actually have made a great connection with no question about whether it's right or wrong, good or bad?
Well, first is like an instinctual chemistry, right? It's like there's something, and usually you can tell, like, is it like a mutual connection? Is there something going on, if and something worth exploring? So there's something that happens, I think, a lot of times, and that can happen even through Zoom. That can happen.
Yes, we had it.
And it comes from when we're authentic,
Yes.
when we're authentic. And if
And
I am
vulnerable.
being the person that I think you need to see or want to see, then we are not going to connect.
Yes.
If I'm,
Yes. If that's how it comes, I had to go get my sound effects because yes, that was flatulation. That's right. That was exactly what it was. That's what because I have things in my mind when someone's sitting there, it's like on Charlie Brown. When the teacher goes, wow, 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 they'll be talking, and I'm like, I hear that machine like, bull. But then there are those divine connections where it's like, are you sure we've never met?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can so see you doing that. You just almost can get to the point where you can finish each other's sentences. And I've seen it. I'm serious. I watched my husband once at one of my events with this woman named Tammy LaValle. Hi, Tammy. And we're good friends with her and her husband now and have been for years. But within 20 minutes, I looked over there like, hi. And Brian is very reserved. He deals with social anxiety on the most part. But when he feels true connection, girl, 20 minutes later, they're sitting over there feeding each other. We'll try this. Right? I was like, dang. You done went and reversed the script on me, you and her running off or something. But anyway, I say that because sometimes things like true connection, especially because I tell people all the time, just like I did in the monologue, once we share sacred space, there's no chance of us being good friends, not even great friends. We are blessed friends.
Blessed
Because
friends.
of that, take it from this place. And when you're wherever you're at, remember, you're not just occupying space, you're occupying sacred space. And you're
Hmm.
not just creating fond memories. Skip, remember when we went to Magic Mountain and you drank all those blue drinks and got sick on the Matterhorn? Ooh, that was some funny shit. That's a fond memory. But a divine memory, even if you leave this world and you only have one, you might have walked past someone you didn't even know at the Greyhound bus station. I just like that in this analogy. And you just walk past and you just give them a look, or you touch them and you just keep going. Make sure they're 21 or older when you touch them.
Yes.
Okay. Did we learn nothing from Jeffrey Epstein? And anyway, that was his name, right?
Yes.
Because I don't watch the news. But anyway, and this happened to me. I did that one day in the grocery store. A lady, something, she left something. I handed it to her, and we held the moment for it. She found me like 5 aisles over and came rushing down the aisle. She was literally looking for me because she went past the aisle and then saw me and then backed her cart up and came. And she came in and she leaned in and she goes, I thought she was getting ready to slap me or something, because she leaned in. I was like, and she goes, you'll never know how much I needed that silent gesture you gave me over in the produce department. I just wanted to find you and say, thank you.
Mm.
And so that's connection. And I'm only bringing that up because I believe a lot of us left our connectors behind during COVID.
Mm.
Because that's when people learned to act like they don't see you. But I did the opposite. I missed seeing smiles
Yeah.
because they were hidden. So I started smiling with my eyebrow. So you
Mm.
can still tell I'm smiling. And
Yeah.
I employed that when I was out and about, and people started doing it back. So thank you for that. And the reason I brought that up because you travel, you do so many things with so many different types of people. Now, have you ever been in a situation where you go, oh, I'm just not clicking with this person, but they were a potential client, or you had to do something with them collaborative, okay, that you didn't have control whether you say yes or no, say like at a corporate job. Have you ever, if you've ever been in that kind of situation where you started it thinking, we don't have shit in common, I can't wait to get away from this ass hat, but then later you find out, well, man, you wouldn't believe the things I thought about you when we originally met. But now
Mm.
that I've gotten to know you,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been on the side of the equation? I know I have.
I've I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but I know I've been in those situations where it's like, and I just learned to be present and when I was younger, I'd probably be rude, probably not care, probably like, find my way out of the situation.
Were you stuck up when you were young?
Did I,
Because you're a
was I,
very good looking man.
oh, thank you.
Okay, for all of y'all out there think you're getting ready to call Brian, tell him, he was flirting on the show. Look, just because I'm on a diet does not mean I can't read the menu.
That's right.
There
That's
you
right.
go. There, see, they getting all kind of gay flavor up in here today, right?
Mhm.
Oh, and look at this. Y'all didn't notice this. Let me move the camera down a little. I have branded clothing now. Look, it's me.
Oh, I like that. That's on your shirt.
Yes, and it
I
has the
love.
matching
Oh, I
shorts.
see it all over now. That's awesome.
I know. See, I was not gonna wear because I don't want people thinking, "Oh, now you can't get enough of yourself. You got to wear yourself on your clothes." But it was a
Yeah.
gift, so I honor it. I honor it. Here's my next question for you, Skip. So you have, and all of you think about these questions because everything I ask our guests, that's why it's an illuminated conversation. It's all out in the light. So it's not like what'd you have for dinner last night. We get down to real things that make us consider not only something about you or something else in the world, but first and foremost, ourselves, the four agreements. And don't forget, the four agreements are now the five agreements. There you go.
The fifth
One of
agreement.
my
Yeah.
favorite books. Have you ever read The Four Agreements?
Yeah, and that one's written by he and his son, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh, well. See? How would he know that if he did? Right. You guys, if you have not, or you do not have a copy, an Audible or hard copy, I highly recommend you get the Four Agreements. They have served me well every day of my journey since I found them. I place one in every corner of everything I'm building for legacy. These four agreements will create the literal grout that will first seal the tiles of all your work And I'm not talking about the work you get paid for. I'm talking about the work that you were made for. It will seal them in place. Just like this. If you had, well, let me just decide. You have these all laid out. And if
Yeah.
you don't have something that holds them in place, 30, 40 minutes or years from now, they'll be kicked about, broken into pieces. How are the people in the future supposed to find your message if
Yeah.
the road is shattered, right? So seal it, and it will also be used when you leave this world to seal your message within those hallways known as history. Take that with you. That's your tip of the day. And now, here, we're going to have a little fun. I've got some questions for you. Where are they? Oh, okay, here we are. We're going to play, you know that thing when they say, like, for instance, Gilligan's Island, Marianne or Ginger? And then you say which one you would prefer.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to play the gay version.
The one I'd prefer to be, or the one I prefer
No,
to dress
do.
as?
The one you'd prefer to do.
Neither.
Or let's just say, let's keep it clean, have dinner with. And we all know how that can end up. So, okay, here you go. If it was Gilligan's Island, Mr. Howell, Skipper, or Gilligan. You can't have the professor because I already took him.
That's not fair.
I know. Life ain't fair. Get used to it. I'm kidding. Okay.
Who
You
I'd
can
want
throw
to
the
have
professor-
dinner
You can throw
with?
the professor in there.
I'd probably want to have dinner with Gilligan. Just because
I know,
right?
right? That
Yeah.
would really be my choice. You
Yeah.
know, once the professor had, left in the morning and call me. That,
Right.
yeah, Gilligan. We
Yeah.
could definitely hang out.
Yeah.
Do you ever play? You know how kids say, remember when we were little?
Oh, do
Hey,
I play?
can I go out and play? You want to come over to play? And we lose that as adults. We don't. Do you play? What do you have in your life that allows you to play? And I don't mean video games, but I mean really physically get out and play.
Do I play? I need that. I was telling somebody the other day I need to fix my bike this year because I love riding my bike, and I did not do it the last 2 years. So
Same with us. Last 2
Yeah.
years, cobwebs on it, and the tires are flat.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's an older bike, and it needs new tires, and just trying to get it to to the shop in the time that I just haven't done it. But
And see, I love the way you framed that because a lot of people think if we get our old bike, oh my God, I was tired by that, and I haven't been working out, so my cardio isn't that good. But I'm gonna tell you why the joy of play is so important to incorporate some way, somehow, in your journey at every age. When I'm feeling down and my spirit is low, someone's pulled all the blinds down inside my world of joy. Okay, it seems dark in the room. All I need to do is walk out those sliders down there, going out to the deck. And there's nothing. Our cul-de-sac is like nobody has fences in the back, so it's like a park back there, right? It's just like rolling grass, and the kids will be all around the circle, and you can hear them playing. And I'll just close my eyes, Skip, and hearing them laugh and the silly things they say to each other, you can almost picture exactly what they're doing because it takes me back to when I was doing that when I was their age. You see, and so there is healing in laughter. It is the best medicine, right?
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of laughter, you're in the city? Do you like comedy?
I do. I do not. I was actually, when I was doing my monologue, I was.
You mean you're half of the show?
was.
When you were emceeing? Yes, go ahead. You're hosting.
I had mentioned that I was not a good improv as far as comedy. But I always wanted to do Second City. I've done to Second City a couple times and took some friends and so forth, but I have never taken any classes, and I want to.
Improv is difficult. I'm serious. And no extemporaneous table talks at what's that? Toastmasters does not count as improv. Because I had somebody tell me that once. Because I used to do improv. You did? Where? I'm thinking she's gonna say Second City. At Toastmasters, they got a little thing called table topics where you pull a thing and you get up there and off the top of your head. Not the same thing.
No.
Did you ever feel silly?
Wait, Dr. Lauren, let me rephrase that. Toastmasters, that ain't anything. Yes, and we both went no. But an improv is yes, and because that would make the Toastmasters the joke.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and so is like speaking at my grandma's funeral.
That's
That's
true.
improv.
That's so true. And sometimes when you're in awkward situations, where I'm gonna tell you one for me all the time, where good thing I couldn't improv, because if I improv what I saw in my head, when they go like this, when somebody does a racist thing, and I'm like the only black guy there, and they go, I'm like, I'm right here, and they go,
Oh, but I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
we don't
My
mean
friends are gay.
you, we don't mean you. And I've seen other people of color where that happens, and they go, oh, okay, in that case,
Yeah.
that's for another show. I want to ask you one more thing. Back to the which one you would prefer, Cali, Florida, or Fiji?
I've never been to Fiji. I lived in Cali and I've lived in Florida. Up
You're
until a couple of years ago, I would have said Florida, but I don't want to go back there.
okay.
I'll go
Every time I go
visit.
back,
I don't
go
want to
ahead.
go live there again. I don't want to go live there again.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Not under
Why?
the current.
Can we
Not
add,
under
what's the
the
top
current.
reason?
My friends who are gay, who are living there, are feeling uncomfortable in their own neighborhoods. So
Really?
yeah,
Why so? I
the
thought it was kind
political
of accepting there. I don't just
the
assume
political
because it's a big.
climate the political climate has gotten pretty bad. I have a friend who has they have a daughter, and the daughter was not allowed to talk about her dads in school. And they tried to sue the state and they lost, so they left the state. That's what I heard was like, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to go back there. It's still, I love my friends, and yes, there are neighborhoods like Wilton Manors, and there's parts of Miami and that are accepting, and but I live in Chicago and I like to be able to walk down the street. My boyfriend and I don't hold hands all the time. He's not that kind of public display, but we do once in a while. And I feel totally safe walking down Broadway or Clark Street or downtown.
Give my regards to Broadway. I was going to get an audition in sooner or later.
Yeah. So
remember me at Herald Square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shuffle off to Buffalo.
Right. Oh my God. I can't wait till we're like at a dinner party somewhere together.
Yeah.
When are you having one?
We're going to, not in my place where I live currently.
You come here. Okay. What's your boyfriend's name?
Max.
Max? Mm-hmm. That sounds like an Italian model. Hello, Max. Boy, you're a tall drink of water.
He is, he's not tall. He is very, used to be a paramedic and is now a professional handyman who
we were just looking for one of those.
Oh, well, let's talk. He is super cute, super sexy, super lovable. And we've been together. We've known each other 23 years.
Wow.
And we started out as playmates, right? And just,
for those of you out there in the other brands of lifestyles, that's a booty call. You got to translate sometimes, And
we had it. Well, obviously we had a connection because we did booty calls for over 20 years.
Wow.
And then it was about 3 years ago in July. I remember one time we were together and this connection started to happen outside of that, beyond that. And we started hanging out more and more. And in fact, people we were with were saying, "Are you guys dating?" We'd say, no, we're not. We're just friends. And then finally it was around February 29th is our anniversary. We figured out that we became a couple. Somebody said, are you guys dating? And I told Max, and he said, well, Skip, I think we kind of are. And I was like thinking inside, yay, I love that answer.
What's the thing you feel that being exclusive with someone, if that's it, but you know what I mean, like like going steady, let's put it that way. How different has that made your journey? Knowing you have someone to wake up to, having, because I tell the story all the time. When I was 22, I wasn't, my motto was, if I die for a man, his name will be Jesus. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it was a very lonely existence because, you're 22, you're in Hollywood, you're working in the industry, and people were still, I don't know. And I remember saying to what was greater than myself, now listen, I'll make a deal with you. I'll be a good boy. Um, because I'd rather spend the last 5 minutes of my journey with my everything. I literally said that. Than all of my journey was just anything. Now,
Yeah.
mind you, around 40, 18 years later, I'm like, damn, y'all took that shit seriously. I ain't had a date since that came out of my mouth. And I was about to try to retract it, but somebody said, just wait. And I'm not kidding you. A friend of mine, Tammy uh, Williams, she was in our wedding. She brought a laptop to a lunch she invited me to and said, I found a site called Adam for Adam. And that's like Christian Mingle for us. And anyway, I'm just, and just to indulge her, placating, I said, okay, I'll fill out the little profile or whatever it was called. Brian was the very first person to hit me up. And I heard a ding when I was cleaning my house the next day because it was a Saturday the next day. And all day long, that's all we did. Ding, back and forth, back and forth, back. Chicago doc for you. And he came to my house on his way to his lake house that Sunday to open it for the first time that season. And before he left, I just stopped him. And I said, you know what? I told him that story about 22. I said, I know you're the person I've been waiting for all my life. I did. And he's a therapist. So he was like, uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Wait, I know. Right. And I said, but you know what? I'll prove it to you. Give me one date at a time. And by the time I'm finished dating you, we'll be married and you will have experienced the greatest courtship in the world. And he goes, okay. And when I went to Romania on tour a couple years ago, that was the longest we had ever been apart at that
Mm.
point. And I just absolutely love it. It brings so much. But I just want, to encourage people that may think they haven't found their person, there's no one for me. I was that person. I'm dedicated to my career. Because when you know how it is in the industry, you don't have time for shit else. And if you try to have it when you're in that spot waiting for, it's like playing double dutch.
Mhm.
If you're not ready to jump in when you can, then they'll give it to someone else.
Mhm.
And it wasn't true because I'm so grateful that I
Yeah.
can wake up and I can share all my inner worries, fears with someone who will love me no matter what. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that's what you say about your relationship with Max, right?
Yeah. I was single for, I don't know, 13 years maybe.
Mm.
I had a partner at one. I had a long-term partner, um, and we separated. We were on again, off again type of thing for a long. We were soulmates. And then he passed.
Oh,
I got sober, and unfortunately, his disease got worse, and I lost him to alcoholism.
no.
And it was my best friend of 17 years.
Oh.
Many of those years, we were a couple. We ended up a couple. At the end, we were, and so. But I had learned something. Louise Hay. Gotta love Louise Hay.
Yes.
I had read in a book about grieving,
Mm.
and I think, well, one of her books, and it was about finding the ideal partner. If we're not happy, if we're grieving the relationship we're in, I'm going to get to the point of what it was instead of stopping to try to remember the book.
Well, I already know what's happening.
There,
When-
you make a list of the qualities you want to see in your partner.
Mhm.
Don't question it, right? Just stream of consciousness.
That's right.
And
That's right.
put that away. Now, I did something different. I added something. I went back and I looked at that list and I gave myself 1 to 5. Where do I rate on this list?
1 to 5.
If I want someone who is emotionally monogamous, how emotionally monogamous have I been in my relationships?
Don't ask of someone else what you can't ask for yourself.
Right. If I want
Ask of
someone
yourself.
who is financially responsible, how financially responsible am I? And so if I want somebody who is spiritual, well, what the fuck does spiritual mean? That's very different to different people, right?
Sure.
But in my truth, how spiritual am I living?
Right.
And so I put that list away. No, now this was after I was dating this one guy, and we dated for like 6 months, and I just I just gave myself away, Dr. Lauren.
Don't cast your pearls among swine.
I gave myself away.
Mm.
And he left, and my mind went crazy. He relapsed. And so I had to, like, and my mind went crazy. I realized I gave myself away to him like he was my drug. And so I did this list and I put it away. And 6 months later, he came back to visit for a couple of days. And after he was there like 2 or 3 days, I thought I was still like crazy, like trying to get over him and all that stuff.
Crazy.
That was when I think I told you I read the Course in Miracles. That's
Back
during that time is when that spoke to me for the first time. And I was doing so much self-development, like the biggest growth spurt of my life after that guy. And he came back to visit.
Therein is the blessing.
when he came back to visit, I was like, oh my God, I thought I was still crazy. No, I've been calm. This is crazy. And I was like, I'm going to my choir party. When I come back, please have your suitcase packed and be gone and put the key under the door. I love you.
So you did it the white person way. You did the sweet way.
And I pulled that list. I remember that list. And I pulled that list out. And I was looking at that list and I'm like, oh my God, all of these areas I have like improved so much.
There you go.
I become the man I want to marry.
That's right. Now, on that note, because we got about 3 minutes left, I'm gonna say that's what I heard my husband say. When we first got married, he would tell people, quit looking for Mr. Right or Miss Right and start becoming that person for yourself first, because you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you certainly can't serve from an empty plate. So there it is. And I love my food and drink analogies, y'all. Still the same. Still the same. Da, 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 da. Okay, that was also the Mary Tyler Moore. No, Shirley Feeney and Shamazo. That's my ADHD. It has gone nowhere, y'all. It still lives in every room of this house. Listen, I just want to say thank you. Anything before we go that you want to let people know you're doing? And where can they find you on social if they want to reach out to continue this conversation?
On social, just search Skip Sam's, SKIPSAMS. There's no apostrophe.
Yes.
It's SAMS.
I know why you said that, because if they speak it in, it's going to put it, because it did it to me all week long.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And it's also, I'm Skipmeister on Instagram and skipsams.com. That's basically how you can find me. There's Skip Sam's Coaching. Anything you're going to find me on the web is.
There you go.
There's not many other Skip Sams out there. So
that's right. I can attest, because I was looking. I was going to say, do you know there's the one over at the so-and-so commune or at the so-and-so state prison? I'm just kidding. Listen, I want to thank you. And listen, I'm going to still be doing a thing once a month that we've always had over the, 7 years or so of the 10, known as Meet the Experts. And it's a group of people that just come together. And we have a great show once a month. And if you'd be interested in coming back one of these months, I can send
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Because I love your shine. I love your mind, and I love your contribution, what you do every day that allows you to ease some form of suffering somewhere in the world. And that, on a final note, you guys, is what I'm going to ask of all of you. Find something today in your world, not someone else's. No peeking. Look around your own. Turn every stone, because when you can find something that can ease suffering for someone else, you're going to be awfully happy with what it does for you. Get out there today, won't you please? Make it the best day ever. And join us Tuesday. We have Patricia Mullion here. Wait to hear what this young lady is doing with her life. And if you are interested in your opportunity to share it with an illuminated conversation, get at your boy. Go ahead and drop story in any of my social medias, and the team will pick that up and reach out. They'll get at you. Skip, it has been a real pleasure. I can't wait for you and Max to come to the house for dinner or to meet you in the city. for
Yep.
drinks and dinner. It'll be fun. I thank you. I honor you. And I support you in all ways. I just want to say have the best one. And thank you for being the first guest.
Oh, have a wonderful season. And have a wonderful season. And I know the next opening is going to be very smooth for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But you know what? There are no mistakes. It's what they have
No.
to do to keep your shit interesting. With that, you guys, we're a little over, but that's okay. We're within divine timing, and that makes everything make perfect sense because it's perfectly timed. Have a great day. We'll see you Tuesday. See you. Happy Memorial Day weekend, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. Thanks, Skip. It was great. And you're a great sport.
Thank you.
All right. See you
Bye.
guys. Bye, everybody. Ah, da, da, da.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. But you walk right past me, pretending like you don't see